Oh, I forgot another thing that I was feeling. This one had me really thinking I was crazy. I was feeling bugs crawling all over me, like especially my legs. Let's say especially my legs. I kept feeling bugs crawling. There was nothing fucking there was nothing crawling on me. Another thing was I couldn't eat meat. Like I got to the point that the meat like was throwing my stomach off so bad, which is one of the reasons why I ended up starting like the fasting, the juice fast and stuff like that, because the meat was literally tasting like meat. The food, I started being able to like taste the freaking chemicals that's like in all of our food, all the processed food and all that stuff. Yeah, it was a few different things that really like triggered all of that. Like, but yeah, the bugs crawling and the fact that like I couldn't walk and was like walking with a cane, couldn't barely stand, I couldn't barely lift my legs, like all of that was really, really big indication to me that like something was happening, you know. I didn't know what. Once again, I thought I was dying until I started learning more things. But yeah, so I'm saying this to say too, if anybody is feeling or going through any of these things, just know you're not crazy, okay? You're not dying, not physically at least. Yeah, there are other aspects to a lot of this stuff, and this makes me think about a lot of people that do get diagnosed with like certain things. Every dis-ease and stuff like that is also an imbalance in your chakras. It's something else that can actually be healed. But yeah, I love you guys. Also, like when I think about the whole bugs crawling thing, it makes me think about how around like after I found out what was happening, like I would say maybe like 5 months ago or so, I saw like this post going around of this girl who she committed suicide, and she left like a note or a message to her boyfriend saying like how she feels like she's going crazy and she could feel bugs crawling on her. And I seen that post a few times, but the first time I saw it, I remember like bawling my eyes out, because I remember how I felt at that time when I really felt like I was going crazy, and I was having like like suicidal thoughts again, thinking of like how I couldn't take it, like how obviously I could take it, but like the feeling, the bugs crawling, feeling like I was losing my mind, all of that like had me feeling really suicidal at the time, because I was like, I felt crazy, and the doctors were pretty much telling me nothing was wrong, and I was like, I can't go on like continuing living like that. So to think that like some people go through that stuff and end up not making it, like it broke my heart at the time, because 111 on the timer, because like I felt, you know, how she felt, like I understood how she felt, and it makes me think of all the people that end up committing suicide, because I was suicidal throughout my life multiple different times and stuff like that, and I've attempted also, and I'm very, very grateful that it never worked. But it does make me think about the people who go through these issues, and I don't want to call them mental illnesses, because it's like I said, and it's an imbalance in your chakras. It's an imbalance. It's a spiritual thing. It's a mind, body, soul thing. It's not, you're not sick, you're not crazy, none of that. But like those type of things really do make you feel that way. Society makes you feel that way, and these doctors that just want to pump you with medicine and all this bull crap and therapy and stuff, that they're telling you one thing, like, and nothing against therapy completely, but sometimes like they are fucking bots, okay? They're not telling you the right stuff. And I was in therapy for years and years, and it didn't, I'm grateful for it, because it did like help. Like I was always self-aware, and there were tools that I was able to gain through there, but for the most part they do just want you to be a certain way, and they don't explain everything in depth, which maybe all of them don't know, but I feel like a lot of people in the healthcare system do know. But there also are a lot of people that don't know anything. Anyway, my point is, it just makes me think about all the people who really think that that's the only way out, because I dead ass thought that that was the only way out too, which was suicide. For a long time I thought that the only way that I was ever gonna get rid of any of the symptoms physically or mentally was if I ended my life. And that's the demons talking. That's the other side of it. That's the imbalance, those thoughts that come in and invade your mind and stuff. But it's really just us knowing that we have the power to control our thoughts, to and our thoughts are not us, and that's not the only way out. That is not the only way out. If there's anybody thinking that suicide is the only way out, it's not the only way out, okay? There are other things you can do. There are so many things you can do to heal, but it takes a combination of all three of those things: mind, body, soul. It's not just one thing, and there are so many things that affect all three of those things that we do not get taught, we do not get told about. But yeah, I love you.